As everybody knows, President Trump's Twitter is just a goldmine of hypocrisy and irony and contradictions. So let's see what he had to say about Syria back in 2013 when Obama was considering going in. He said, the president must get congressional approval before attacking Syria. Big mistake if he does not. Yeah, okay. Trump did not get congressional approval, didn't even consider it. After the fact, he wrote them a letter saying, yeah, I did it because of stuff and things. It was in the vital national security interest of the United States. That's what he said. The vital national security interest of the United States. So Assad is about to attack North Dakota? No, it's not in the vital security. That's complete bullshit. Oh, chemical weapons, use chemical weapons, horrible. We use chemical weapons. Israel uses chemical weapons. Saudi Arabia uses chemical weapons. They use it against civilians. They're doing it right now. They're doing it right now. So yeah, those get a pass. But Assad, oh my God, Assad is so bad. All right, next, Trump said, why do we keep broadcasting when we are going to attack Syria? Why can't we just be quiet? And if we attack at all, catch them by surprise. Again, this is all caps, so you know he's serious. Again, to our very foolish leader, do not attack Syria. If you do, many very bad things will happen, and from that fight, the U.S. gets nothing. Okay, I agree with President Trump in 2013. Don't attack Syria. A lot of bad things will happen. You're going to make the same mistake as Iraq. You're going to break the region even further. Who the fuck is going to replace Assad? Even if you despise Assad with every fiber of your being, at least 60% of the rebels, according to a recent study, they're Islamists and jihadists. So you want to get rid of Assad and put in what? What do you think is going to happen? A Jeffersonian democracy is going to sprout out of nowhere? No, you're going to get like a Saudi-like government. Is that what you want? You want another theocracy there? They don't care. That's the point. They'd rather have a theocracy which oppresses the fuck out of people in the region but does our bidding than not have a theocracy and have freer people. Okay, he said, President Obama, do not attack Syria. There is no upside and tremendous downside. Save your powder for another and more important day. Again, totally right. He responded to somebody here and said, no, dopey, I would not go into Syria. But if I did, it would be by surprise and not blurted all over the media like fools. He said, if we are going to continue to be stupid and go into Syria, watch Russia, as they say in the movies, shoot first and talk later. And then finally, let the Arab League take care of Syria. Why are these rich Arab countries not paying us for the tremendous cost of such an attack? Okay, look, man, this move was so bad on his part for a million reasons, substantive reasons. But it was such a gigantic contradiction to his rhetoric on the campaign trail, specifically when it came to Syria. Because on Syria, Hillary was like, we gotta, protect people from Assad, do a no-fly zone, and all of us were like, don't do it, you're escalating to World War III, it's another front in another war, we don't need that. He would say, no, look, I don't like Assad, but at least Assad's fighting ISIS, and we need to stay out, no business of ours, yada yada. But this is such a 180 from what he said on the campaign trail, and what he was saying all the way back in 2013, that I shit you not, Ann Coulter has turned on him. Ann Coulter, who wrote a book titled In Trump We Trust, has turned on him. Ann Coulter turned on him. Some of his strongest supporters, Paul Joseph Watson, turned on him. Prison Planet, turned on him. Mike Cernovich, this clown of a human being, he turned on him. Alt-right people like Richard Spencer turned on him. So, the Democratic grassroots, the Democratic politicians are weak bitches. There's a handful of good ones, but most of them are corporate Democrats, and like Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer were basically for what Trump did here. But the Democratic grassroots is virtually 100% against him. So you have no Democrats with you in the grassroots, and then you have like half of the Republican base who's against you. Your approval rating is 35%, Don, and now it's going to drop even more. Okay, this was the first time, despite all the crazy other things that Trump did, appointing Goldman Sachs fucking everywhere, allowing coal companies to pollute the waterways, raising taxes on the middle class, in his first day in office, that's literal, an executive action, that rolled back an effective tax break for the middle class. Despite all that, this was the first time I said, damn, he's really in trouble for 2020. Because you're just a tool of the neocon deep state. That's what you are. You're the biggest establishment sellout there is. People forget, man, Trump, like when he's in front of those rally crowds, he puts on a good show, and he gets the people to like him because he can sense what everybody wants in the room. He can emote. You know, he can tap into what they're feeling. But Trump now, he's in the DC establishment bubble. So when you're in the DC establishment bubble, guys, all he wants is recognition from the elitists. He pretends to be against them when he's on the campaign trail, when he's among regular people. But when he's in DC and he's in that elitist bubble, he wants the love and acceptance of the elitists. And what do the elitists want? Regime change in Syria. So everybody in that room except Steve Bannon, who is against intervention in Syria, but he was kicked off the National Security Council the other day because of that reason, I suspect. But so he's listening to all the other people around him, whether it be Jared Kushner, whether it be neocons from the Bush administration left over who are part of the administration now, who are whatever in the CIA. He's listening to them. And they are trying to get him to do regime change, and he wants to please the people in the room, and the people in the room are all for regime change in Syria. To them, it's a duh. So now he's in that circle, and he wants to do their bidding because he wants the love and adoration and support of the establishment that he pretends to be against. And to steal a phrase here, you know what that is? Sad.